Hello, hi, how are you all doing? Welcome back to another weekly vlog. It's actually a Tuesday. Yesterday was a complete write-off. Can't even be bothered to talk about it. But I'm just off out to meet my cousin. We're gonna just have a little catch up because she was at the hospital in London today. The weather's horrible. It's been snowing everywhere else though, so I'm excited and hopefully that's to come for us soon. Even North London, it was snowing, so hopefully we get our chance of snow some point soon this week. But it looks like it's going to be sunny tomorrow, which is actually handy for me because I've got a lot of filming to do and I can't do it in the rain because I need to be on my roof to film it. I actually hate how the weather can kind of impact my work quite a lot. It's obviously so unpredictable, so yeah, it's really annoying when I've got deadlines. I'm gonna jump on this line. So just got myself all ready. I'm going out tonight to a Blank Street dinner, which is so exciting. Me and Aiden actually tried Blank Street for the first time in New York, and it was unintentional. We were kind of walking somewhere, we wanted a coffee to go on the way, and it was obviously really good. And then when they started popping around up and around in London maybe 2 years ago, I was like, oh, why do I recognise that? And then realised it was because we tried it in New York, and it's obviously blown up into this massive thing, and they've got the blueberry matcha, the iced blueberry matcha that is my favourite thing in the world. And they've released so many different other fun drinks throughout the years. I'm so excited. We're going to try all of their festive drinks for the winter season, and I feel very honoured to go because I feel it's such a big thing at the moment. And they've got they've organised this supper club, and I think you can book onto it basically for 2 more nights. So obviously when this vlog goes up it will be over, but hopefully they do things like this in the future if it obviously goes well, and I'll show what we end up eating and stuff. I'm meeting my manager Tash there, so I'm going to be doing it all together, which is nice because sometimes I get really scared going to these things alone. I think my anxiety goes up as well when I've been inside for a little while, so over periods where it's not so busy and then suddenly it's crazy time. Having that time off for my surgery and stuff, even just having a week off and then going out into the world again, I get a bit anxious. So I'm very glad that she'll be there. I'm going to go meet her at the office because the venue is literally right around the corner from it. And then yeah, it's a full-on festive dinner menu. From what I read, it looks absolutely delicious. So let's go.
You'll be very much in there.
I hope so. Look how festive it is in here. So we're early eager beavers. Should we go take a photo on the photo booth, mummy?
Yeah, let's do it.
Before you go, then make me. You didn't think I'd be here waiting up on.
So first up, I've got prawn cocktail, crispy honey prawns, roasted macadamia, avocado, harissa, hot honey. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, you win then. Oh, it's yours. Got a hat.
I got a hat. Why was 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Oh, I did that, I cheated.
Well, it really is Christmas.
It smells so good.
You heard it here first, we're trying the new festive matchas / mochas.
This one.
That's all right now.
This smells like that. Cheers. Do you guys want it?
This is the honey macadamia matcha.
I really like that.
All night. I'm here to tell you
Down everyone. What about you, Rosie?
Tash is slaying.
The answer is higher. Higher, everyone.
No! Boo. I then spent Wednesday afternoon with Carb Club, one of my favourite pottery painting studios in London. It's based in Hackney and it's just the sweetest little location. They do music-themed pottery painting workshops of Harry Styles, Taylor Swift, you name it. I will leave the link down below if you want to book in because I know she's got a Black Friday deal going on at the moment. I'm not sure if it's still running, but I hope that it is for your sakes. You can book in for either yourself or maybe in the new year for someone for a Christmas gift. But I ended up painting 2 baubles. Personalised for me and Aiden. It was actually so cute. I'm really bad at stuff like this, but I enjoy it and I find it therapeutic. So it was just so fun and a perfect way to spend an afternoon before a busy old week. It's now Wednesday evening. I'm actually meant to be going out soon, but I've had to wrap up in my dressing gown and have a few moments to decompress, snuggled on my bed. Genuinely watching YouTube whilst I'm also doing other smaller bits of work. It is crazy. I've gone from like doing nothing, well, not nothing in surgery because I was also still working because I was so bored. And why is the lighting like this? I've gone from literally like chilling out in surgery / doing little bits here and there to going full pelt for Christmas, which is just insane. Obviously I know I could like lower my workload and everything, but I enjoy this time of year so much. I struggle saying no when it's anything festive. It's just a bit crazy. Early was so sweet. I was like painting baubles at Carb Club, which I really rate. It's like a cute pottery studio in Hackney. It's a little bit tucked away, but it's definitely worth a visit. It's a really like lovely little space in there, and you can get the pottery actually shipped back to your house, because I know a lot of pottery studios you have to go and pick them up regardless, so it's nice that they also ship out. You obviously pay like a little bit of an extra fee for it. But yeah, I'm really excited for those to come, and I end up making a little bauble for me and Aiden with gingerbread people on. This time of year is just so chaotic for me, so even when I'm trying to just chill out here, I'm also then doing like my emails or editing something, and like every single like small moment of my time I feel like I'm having to do something productive, and it's just insane. Like I feel like I'm gonna have a fucking migraine any second now. Yeah, luckily tomorrow and Friday are a little bit more chill. So, and by chill I mean I've got so much to do, but I don't leave the house as much. I'm currently waiting for Aiden to come back. He's a little bit later from work. We're going to a pub to try out their festive menu, which is so exciting. They're also doing like a paint and sip, so it'll be the second time I've painted today, so that's really random. I'm excited to have some fun festive food. I mean, I had some yesterday when I was at the Blank Street party. That was so fun. I feel like I haven't even caught up with you from that, but yeah, I didn't even realise they're doing like supper clubs, and they did a ticketed event after the press event yesterday, so I don't know if any of you went to that, but if you did, I hope you had a wonderful time. It was just very light-hearted, fun, Christmassy, nostalgic, like that kind of vibe. So yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I'm a big Blank Street fan, as you know, so I felt very privileged being there, and not really knowing anyone as well. Like it was a very new sort of space, and I love that. But yeah, I'm now just about to watch some Zoella, maybe freshen up my makeup a little bit, and then get ready for our roast dinner tonight. But yeah, it's at a place called Hope and Anchor. Me and Aiden are gonna cycle there. Oh, I actually cycled today. It was my first like long cycle. I think I was cycling for like an hour, so it's been my longest cycle since my surgery, and it just felt so good. Apart from a load of the roads around Bank area when I was crossing over were all closed, so I was like darting down these random streets, and I almost killed about 5 million people because everyone just walks out in front of the road without looking, so that if they can't see a car they think there's nothing on the road. But I'm like hello, I'm in this bright yellow jumper, how is no one seeing me? So I almost killed a lot of pedestrians for not looking today, and luckily I'm on it and I'm focused because I was able to dart around them all. Otherwise you would have all been smashed to the ground. The amount of people as well, like I don't get where the confidence comes from to wear like loud AirPods or headphones in at all times. People like have their headphones in and just walk over the road without even looking to see if anything's coming, and I'm like, how are you alive? Do you know what I mean? How are you alive in the everyday world when you're doing shit like that? I don't know. So yeah, that apart from me almost knocking everyone to the ground on the way here through no fault of my own, it was a really lovely cycle. And because it was like one of those days where it was like really crisp and cold, but the sun was beating down, it made it really bearable to cycle without a coat. So yeah, I had like 2 layers on though, because otherwise I would have actually frozen to death. Like the other day I went out when it was, I think it was like 0 degrees or something, and my fingertips were frozen, and I got brain freeze after 5 minutes of cycling. I was like, oh my god, I can't cycle anymore, I'm gonna have to get the tube, because my whole head and brain went like frozen. So that was fun. But yeah, luckily this cycle to Hope and Anchor is only like a few minutes, so shouldn't take us too long when Aiden gets here, and I'll give you a lowdown on the food afterwards. Hopefully it's a good one, because it's kind of local to us, so if it's good we'll be able to go back or bring some like family hit there when they come over for like the Christmas time. We're just about to start painting our like Christmas cards. We're trying to figure out a design, aren't we? Me and Aiden are both like get overly stressed over things like this when it's something to not be stressed about. Right, they've got these really lovely like designs. I've just been having a look at Pinterest as well. Aiden's gone for this, like a wonky Christmas tree. I'm gonna go for this because it's just so easy. My famous last words. This is my masterpiece. I feel like there couldn't have been much that went wrong, so I played it simple, but I'm kind of glad that the white also kind of turned out different to the colour of the card. Aiden's almost done. Are you almost done?
I don't know,
I
man.
feel like you're almost done. I feel like yours looks cool. Love it. Yours looks like proper watercolour vibe, whereas mine's just like a shortcut. Yeah, I said I wish I could do calligraphy because I would do like a Merry Christmas Nan, because it's going to be for my Nan, because I feel like she'll like this handmade. Like, she really appreciates cards. Thursday morning and I'm so excited that I'm going to be in my flat for most of the day today. Like, I just need to crack on. But first things first, let's go up to the roof and do some journaling and set myself up right for the day. Wearing this new cozy like loungy set from Lovell. So it's like creamy ecru sweater with the branding, and then these wide leg joggers. I absolutely love a wide leg jogger, cozy slipper or boot poking out. I'm gonna put my Uggs on, I think, because it's not raining. Woohoo! And then yeah, taking up my usual stuff. So Kelly was my neighbour, by the way, if you're new to my vlogs. We met each other for like a month, and every single day we would go out and journal together and go for a run in our local park. And then she moved, and we've both been living here, coexisting for 2 whole years, and we didn't know of each other's existence until she saw one of my videos on her algorithm, and she was like, wait, we have the same balcony. So yeah, it's really sad. I now have to go do these things alone again. I was actually journaling alone up there before Kelly, but not too long before, to be honest. Like, I'd go up there here and there, but like consistently, where I was going like every single day at sunset. Now sunset is too early and like the day hasn't passed, so I'm enjoying going up in the morning. I'm also taking my greens up there because I'm like, that's like an intentional, I need to finish these and journal before I come down. And it's so easy, like it literally takes me like 10-15 minutes if I want it to. Sometimes I take longer because I enjoy having like a mindful morning and really like listening to what my body and my mind needs that day. But if I'm having a busy day like yesterday, I still manage to fit it in, and it can be like 10-15 minutes if I want it to. So there's no excuse. You know, sometimes like I would be saying like, oh, I don't have time to do that every day. It's like, but you do. Like, you have 5 minutes to write in a journal if you wanted to, and if you know it would help and benefit your life. Like, I'm not saying you have to do this, by the way. I'm just saying, I'm talking to my older self that would be like, I don't have time to do that, I don't have time to do that. But like, some of these things only literally take 5 minutes, and they can take 5 minutes and be super beneficial. So yeah, and now it's like my favourite part of the day, like waking up, getting something cozy on, whacking a blanket and my journal in my bag and taking a nice drink. But I'm really into these greens at the moment, and I notice such a difference with my digestion. I think since surgery, like my insides are destroyed obviously, and they were already inflamed because that is literally what caused endometriosis. It's like all inflammation in the gut, and it doesn't cause endometriosis, I don't know why I just lied. Endometriosis is all like to do with inflammation in the body, and I notice when I don't eat inflammatory foods and take care of my gut health that my pain is better. And it's only something that I've really noticed in the last year or two, because other women are like discovering things rather than the medical professionals. I've actually made like a change from what I've seen online, and like obviously read and research a lot on this stuff because there's just not enough information out there. So what I try and learn what I do know, and obviously they're discovering stuff every single day about endometriosis. I technically didn't get a diagnosis, which was just heartbreaking, to be honest, because adhesions are caused by endometrial tissue, and like all of the people that have messaged me that had adhesions removed, their doctors and surgeons told them it was because of endo breaking down, and that causes the adhesion. So it was just a bit annoying that they were so keen to be like, you don't have endometriosis. But I knew they were going to be funny before I even went in for my surgery, because she was saying like, we're not going to find anything because they didn't show on your ultrasound, and like endo doesn't even show on ultrasounds. Very rarely it does. So I knew from that point you don't give a fuck and you're gonna not look properly. But anyway, that was a random tangent. Let's go up, drink our greens. I'm using the Nutravita Nutri-Greens at the moment. I'm actually doing some work with them, but I've been taking these anyway regardless since I stopped my surgery, and my gut has never thanked me enough. Like, everything just feels like it's working properly again, because it wasn't for a while after my surgery, and then as soon as I started taking these again, everything's moving and grooving, if you know what I mean. Stop talking because I can be here for hours and I'm putting it off, aren't I? I don't even want to put it off, I'm just a chatterbox. It's what always happens if Aiden's working from the office. I'm like, who can I chat to? I'm lonely. It's you guys. The drink is so cold and it's so cold up here. God, it is freezing cold out here. Wish you could feel my fingers, they are frozen. It's just been so cold this week and I feel like I don't remember being cold. Like I'm never really a cold person at all, like I'm always boiling hot, but for me to be cold, this is something. I would really love to know what the temperature is. I feel like it's got to be like a couple of degrees max. The skies behind me look so gorgeous, you can't really see on the camera, but they're like really like turquoise blue, but that's on the north side of the river, so they're lucky and they've got the nice weather today. I love being up here, makes me so happy. But we are all refreshed. I've just had some food and I'm just about to jump on a call in like 20 minutes time. So basically I'm working on this project that I'm shooting next week, I believe, on Thursday. I have like no details about it yet or a call sheet, so I have no idea on timings or whereabouts this is happening, but I'm excited to hear more about it, and that's what they're going to be telling me, like I think some more details and like what the project's all about. And I do have a brief from it so far, so I am a little nerd with these kind of things with my work. Like I want to know nitty-gritty. I think they're going to just come in. The point of the call is for them to give us information, but I always like going in and asking questions and being a teacher's pet. Like it's in my blood. Like it's been in my blood since I was 13, 12 years old, probably six years old. I wanted to be the little goody two shoes at school because I didn't like being wrong. Like it scares me. So not even wrong, just naughty, you know. Like I remember the first time I got sent out of a class because I couldn't stop myself laughing at something, and I stood outside the room and cried for ages. And then she was like, and then the teacher, I think, felt so bad because she didn't realize it would cause me such distress. But yeah, and I'd also get sent out because of my period pains. Like how awful is that? Like I would be in agonizing pain and they would send me out because I'd be like crunched over on the floor, and I think they thought I was being like dramatic or something, but I was like, I literally can't move. Like this is the only position that feels semi-comfortable. So yeah, anyway, that was a random tangent to say I am a goody two shoes, and I'm just about to take some notes so that I can ask some questions. Gonna have a little check of the brief again. I've already read it, so I kind of know my shit, but just to double check there's nothing else I want to know. But it's exciting. It's for Flow, the app. I've worked with them a month or two ago, and I've used the app all year. Like it's amazing for tracking symptoms. They make like health reports on there, so I can like sort of show it to my doctor and be like, look at all of the irregularities in my period, look at all of this stuff. So it's good for like doctor's notes if you go blank in your appointments like me, because I have PTSD. Also great because they have Flow for partners. So Aiden's connected to it. He can see my cycle. He can understand my cycle more and like plan things accordingly. So he can be more like nurturing and soft during my like luteal phase, the week before my period, when I'm feeling a bit more like sad and depressed and angry and things like that. It's just such a great app. So I'm really excited to be working on something like different with them, not just through like social media, but for their platforms as well. And yeah, going to do like a fun shoot. So I'm excited. But yeah, ever since I started using the app, like I feel like so in tune with my body. It's insane. Like I feel like a new level of appreciation, and knowing that I'm going to feel certain emotions at different times of the month. It's a bit weird with me because my periods are so irregular, so I have to like guess when some of my phases are, but it helps because obviously I'll have my week of bleeding, and then I'll have my 3-day headache, which is my ovulation. So in between all of those, I know that I've got like my follicular and my luteal phase. But I sometimes chat about this on my vlogs and people are like, I literally don't know what you're talking about. So if you want me to do like a full-on sit-down segment where I go through the period cycle, I'll do it really quick and concise as much as possible so that it's not an overload of information, but it might just help you like notice little things about yourself and why your mind changes throughout the month. Because sometimes before I even knew about all this stuff, I would be like, why am I like super happy for a week of the month and then I'm like so upset? Like it doesn't make sense. It feels like I have two personalities, and it's all to do with your cycle and your hormonal fluctuations. So it made me realize that I wasn't crazy and I wasn't changing who I was constantly. It was just my hormones. As I say, I like freeze up in my appointments, I think, because I've had so many years of like traumatic experiences in like just the healthcare system. So like having something that I know is just on my phone and that I can just like be like, look at this, rather than me having to like go through it all or miss something and then be stressed at myself afterwards for not mentioning something. It's just like nice that it's all in one spot. So I'm chasing Charlotte, who's running for another barrel down the road. It's Friday, which means it's Wicked Day. Happy Wicked Day to all those that celebrate, including me. I mean, I'm actually not going to see Wicked tonight. I'm going to go on Monday with Carrie. I'm quite busy this weekend with a couple of work bits. So yeah, we're going Monday night instead, and I'm just so excited. I just come out to do some errands this morning. The sun is shining. Like I said, my favourite weather. Sunny sun and freezing cold temperature is my favourite. But yeah, we're just about to do some parcel runs. I've got to edit my YouTube video today, and then I think I'm going to go try and grab some bits from the shops for my shoot that I'm doing tomorrow. Basically plan to do like a really fun games night anyway, with some of my friends, and then I'm basically working with Big Potato, which is my favourite games brand, so I need to get some bits for that today. So yeah, I'm gonna go have a little look in some of our local shops to see if there's anything that I can make look cutesy, because I was going to do like a full-on board games night. Been wanting to do it for ages, and we just never put the date in. We're like, that would be amazing, we should do that. Like, my dream is to have my friends over and play games. But yeah, we're going to Fly Club, which I've never tried before. A couple of my friends have, and they said it's really fun. So it's like a virtual reality, not virtual reality darts, because you're still throwing the darts, but like board is virtual reality, I think, or like some sort of like projector. And it's got a load of different mini games, so I'm really excited about that. We're doing the one in Victoria, and then we're coming back to mine to play games all evening. That is like what a perfect Saturday looks like to me now. This is an example of proof of when I may be too emotional. I don't usually say that. I basically grew up thinking being emotional was like a bad thing, because people in my family would be like, you're so sensitive, why are you crying? Da, da, da. And then as I've grown up, I've realised that it's actually something super powerful, and like a really, probably my favourite trait of mine is to be like empathetic and emotional towards people. Like, it allows me to like express all my feelings, and I never feel like I have to like shut my emotions off, sort of thing. Really, I very much can like speak my mind, but sometimes when things like this happen, you want to know what I'm crying over? My best friend's just had a baby. It's my first friend that's had a baby, and obviously when she told me the news, I woke up, it was the first thing I saw on my phone, and obviously I was crying at that just anyway. I feel like that's semi-normal for anyone who's emotional. I've just seen her post a TikTok. It has nothing to do with nothing with the baby on at all. It's just some snow. And she's put like, your baby was born on the first like crisp day in November, da da da. And everyone's comments have just made me cry. Just other people being like, congratulations to Amy. I'm sat here crying at them. God, I actually get really worried for like when I have a child or something, because I think I'm just gonna be, there's just gonna be constant tears. Like, my eyes are gonna be so dry from the amount of tears that I'm producing. Also worried from even when just meeting Amy's baby. I'm like, what am I gonna be like? How do I stop the tears? Oh God, I need to learn to emotionally detach. Do I? No, I think that's a bad thing. I can't believe she's looking after a little boy like in her house. Like, it freaks me out. Like, I can't believe like she just brings that child home, and then she's just like, gotta keep you alive. But I've just drank my green juice quite late in the day actually, but it's done. It makes me feel so good afterwards. And now I'm just finishing editing off my YouTube video, and we've just got a lot of random stuff to do. I ended up going into town, like I said. By town I mean just like, I can't really explain, I don't want to say exactly where I live, but you can kind of guess. I picked up some bits from Poundland and a couple of the shops for tomorrow. We've got some M&S Star Crisps. You'll see this all laid out really nicely and cutely tomorrow, fingers crossed. We've got some M&S Spicy Prawn Cocktail Crisps, so 2 M&S crisps, and then I've got a load of like random chocolate-y bits. So I've got gingerbread minis. I need to just make sure that these are all okay for Sophie with the nuts and stuff. I'm going to send her photos of the backs just to make sure, because I don't want to put anything out that's going to put her at risk. We've got some candy canes, some Smarties, got the little elf ones, the red and green ones. I just want to make everything look super cute. I was going to do this anyway, but then I'm like, oh, I actually do need to make it like look visually cute regardless now, because I'm having to film it for some content stuff for Big Potato, my favourite game brand in the world. Right, and then I got these garlands as well, so they're like gingerbread and candy canes, which I thought was perfect because it goes with like the treats and stuff. I'm thinking of putting them on the walls, and also just getting Christmas decorations out in general. So maybe tonight me and Aiden will get up at our Christmas box. It'll have our baubles in and a few random decorations. The issue is we don't have a tree. we need to get a tree really before December, so that's our next task. Hopefully we can grab one early next week maybe. I'm thinking if I'm kind of working from home Monday, Tuesday, so might see if I can get one delivered, get a real tree or a fake one. I'm really enjoying the real trees. I've never had them in my whole life. Like growing up, I've always had artificial ones. I mean, when you're probably a kid, like your parents are like, fuck that, like I don't want to get that. I mean, the pine is a nightmare, but it smells so lovely and it feels like so cool getting like a really wonky real tree. I don't know, something so special about it. So I think we might do that again this year. It's not too bad when you half the money. But it goes there and then it just gets a bit crazy because we've obviously got like big plants on either side of the room, so I'm like, where does one of those go, because we can't put it out on the balcony because it's freezing cold and it will literally kill them. I mean, they already need they need repotting so quickly, these ones, they just grow so big. So yeah, we need to try and find like a big old pot for both of them. So we're off to see a show at Hackney Town Hall tonight. How cool. So inside here it's like a proper courtroom situation, so we're going to be sat in like the council seats. And we're seeing 1984, which is actually Aiden's favourite book, and I've got like press tickets for the play, which is in here. So I'm just waiting for Aiden. I think he's just parking up. For some reason his bike wouldn't let him park the same place as me, which is weird. So we've been told we have to wear these badges and we're not allowed to come out to the toilet. So we've just come back from our 1984 thing. Can't lie, I wasn't the most impressed. It was okay, but I wouldn't shout about it, I think, just because it was quite uncomfortable and I feel like just a bit misleading in terms of where you're sat and stuff. We thought we were going to be sat in the courtroom, but you're only brought into that room for like 5-10 minutes max, not even 10 minutes I don't think. And we had to like leave and go back out, and we sat on these benches, and I already have obviously lower back pain and stuff because of my periods and things. So my lower back was starting to hurt, and then just my whole back in general, and Aiden said even his back was hurting, and there was quite a lot of like people of different ages, and I could see everyone being like moving their backs and stuff. I know it's just a bit uncomfortable basically, and just not 100% what I was expecting, but it was okay. I'd say maybe like 6 out of 10. Aiden's given 5. That's what we did, and then we went to this place called was it Caldera? For it was like a Mexican place in Hackney, and it was delicious. So if you're ever in that area, it's nice to have like a recommendation for that area because we're not there very often, and that was like delicious Mexican food, and we've got a really nice seat by the window. So yeah, that was lovely. And now we are just about to reorganize this shelf in the corner. We've been meaning to do it for absolute ages, and it's just basically got really cluttered and crazy, so we're going to see what we can manage. Basically there's these people picking up from the homeless project. I've donated to them before, and they're picking up a load of stuff from me on Sunday, and they also include like books and stuff as well as clothes, and I feel like we've got like some here that I could definitely donate. So it'll be nice to just like declutter what's on the shelves and figure out a better, better layout.
It says female boss. This really brings me back to a point in my life.
At Cafe Errands, they've just had I think it's like a little refurb, but we're trying loads of their chocolates because oh no, that's what it is. They've just released their Dubai chocolate, which is around the other corner. I don't think we've tried any of it yet. Have we? No. We've just tried out some of their classics. So this is like it's like a fudgy thing, but apparently this is like the world famous. It says caramel on it, but it's more of like a fudge texture. And then yeah, there's just like so many beautiful boxes of chocolates, like the perfect Christmas presents. So cute, aren't they? Yeah, we've tried a bit of chocolate, pistachio chocolate so far. We really wanted to try some of the baklava. This is a Turkish store, right? So they're gonna have the best baklava in here, right? I kind of want Turkish tea or coffee. Look who's in my flat. It's Hattie. Hattie's just helped me get all my stuff ready for the games night tonight. We're so excited. We've set up herd mentality because that's like the focus for my big potato game stuff, but we're obviously going to be playing all of the other games as well, but we've set that up ready to go for when we get back. But we're also going to assign everyone a don't get got thing, and it's like well, it's probably like one of my favourite games just because it's so random. I've only played it like a couple of times, but you get secret missions, and it kind of works as like you play it throughout the whole like evening or day or weekend or like whenever you're playing this with your friends. So we'll give you some examples so you can see. So you all have like one of these little wallets that you keep in your pocket,
and then when you've completed it, you just turn it and put failed it or nailed it.
So yeah, whether you win or whether you do it without getting caught or not. So if people think you're being weird, they go like, you got, and then you failed. But there's like loads of different missions. Some of them are really intense, aren't they? What's this? Get a player's middle name wrong on purpose. They must correct you.
I mean, one was try and get someone to admit to a crime.
Yeah, so much. And
get a player to say bless you twice in one sitting.
And Hattie's cousin's boyfriend did one where he had to get someone to send him a PDF.
Yeah.
Or he had to send a PDF to someone else and get them to open it.
PDF file,
yeah, so some of them are a bit crazy, but some of them are quite funny.
He sent it to her.
Yeah, he smashed it. He really smashed it. I can't stop thinking about it on a daily basis. I remember I had to get you. I had to get you to repeat yourself 5 times, and you did it. I was like, how am I going to get someone to say it 5 times? Like, that's ridiculous. Like 3's enough.
Oh, sorry, I'll say it again.
I would be like, you got. And what do you say when you've completed it? You got.
You got. And then one of them, I had to. Oh, it's even more embarrassing on me than that one. But I had to get someone to tell me my hair looked good or something. So for ages I was going, I don't like the way it's gone. Like, I just was, and everyone was like, oh, and then no one said it.
You should have gone with like, look how good my hair is at the minute. Don't you think it's good? Because then people would have agreed, maybe.
Good, but I was like, oh, I hate how my hair is today, and no one was saying anything.
Everyone was like, yeah, I agree.
They just going, oh. Meg did a good one though, where she had to get someone to comment on her clothes. And so she went upstairs in my wardrobe and put one of my tops on and came out like nothing happened. So I was like, is that my top? And she's like, you got good. That was a good one.
Yeah, that is good. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. There's going to be, I think, 5 of us here. So there's going to be like lots going on. But I remember it putting me on edge for your whole birthday. Yeah. In a good way.
Yeah.
I was like, who's trying to trick me now?
Yeah. It does send the box of like paranoia has never been so much fun.
Yeah, literally.
Get a player to insult this game.
So good.
Tell a player that you can't find something and get them to go and look for it. That's good.
That's easy for me. Like in this room with Aiden, I'll be like, oh, where's my do you know what I mean? Whereas it's a bit harder for you in my flat. Do you know what I mean?
Walk around with your fly undone. Yeah, but I reckon I could. Aiden, can you help me find this? And he'd just do it.
Oh yeah, true. It's gonna be so fun. I can't wait. So we're meeting Sophie, Aiden, and potentially Joe there.
Oh,
I can't wait. Is the darts, we're also going to Flight Club first. I don't know if I said that. So we're going for Flight Club, and Hat's been, and she said it's really good, so I'm excited.
You would love it.
So it's basically darts, but there's like mini games, and it's like a screen projection sort of.
No, it's
is
a real
it?
board.
Oh, an actual. So it's a real board, but is the screen projection on top like?
Yeah, there's little games
for the games to do, sort of thing. I'm excited.
You'll love it, I think, and it's good because you don't have to be good at darts because. Like one of the games you just have to hit the board at some point, and that means you roll the dice.
Yeah, okay, cool.
You don't have to like
be great at like hitting certain things specifically. Yeah, we've got all of our Christmassy snacks ready, lots going on. And shall we head and get there? We're going to try and get some food there as well, which would be lovely.
If before you go, then make me. You didn't think I'd be here waiting up all night, all night. I'm here to tell you something. There ain't another love that is gonna hold you down like mine. Hold you down like mine. Like mine.
So you know, yesterday I had board games night with everyone. It was so fun. Sunday, today, we are going to see Moana 2 with Disney. Disney have invited us to a special screening at Pitch House in Central. So we're just on our way now. I've got my little flower clip in as tribute. And it's currently windy, so hopefully it should be all good because we're actually getting on a boat afterwards with them and going on the Thames to like celebrate after. Got Aiden to my behind. But yeah, what cool weekend. Board game night with my mates and then a screening. So we've just finished watching the film and I really enjoyed it, did you? It was like a nice new little storyline going on. But we've got our little wristbands on and we're just about to find some coaches because we're getting taken down to the embankment. We think it's down here. We're just about to board the boat with Disney, which is so exciting. And we're heading on It looks so cute. The rain and the wind has kind of stopped being as crazy. It's still a little bit windy, so we don't know if it's the drone show is gonna go ahead, but this is so fun. Look how cool this is. Yeah, should we find a booth? So we've just perched up on one of these little like booths, which is really sweet. We've got there's like a drinks menu here, but there's people going around with drinks. We've both gone for this one. It's really lovely. And then this is our view onto the Thames. You can see the London Eye through there a little bit. But yeah, looks like there's going to be like some, we think like there's potentially live music or something going on because they're setting up some like instruments over here. Look, even just like all of the little details, like the branding of the pillows. So cool. God, I wanted to give you a little bit of a debrief of Moana last night. It was so good. We really enjoyed it, and it was even nicer going on the boat and everything as well. Like, what a lovely end to a great week, being back out and about. And I feel like it's like the first week I felt pretty much back to my normal self. Like, there's just hints of things here and there that remind me that I've had surgery, but overall we are getting better and we're on the mend, and I'm very excited now in the lead up to Christmas that I'm feeling a bit brighter and I'm currently not in any pain. Like, every day I'm not in pain, I'm just like, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this week's vlog. I really appreciate you for being here. Let me know what you've been up to this week, or if you're doing anything fun in the lead up to Christmas as well. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure to hit the thumbs up if you did enjoy, so I know that you are enjoying these videos. Make sure you're subscribed if you're new here. Yeah, I just really want to know how you guys are, how you're keeping up. I know Christmas, it's really exciting for me at this point. Before, I'm just going to go on a tangent quickly before I end the vlog, but at this point of the year I get really excited when I'm like, I haven't got the tree up, I'm going to be putting the tree up, watching the Christmas films, and then like a few days before Christmas is where the sadness sinks in about all of my grief and stuff that I experienced then. So I'm just like trying to lap up and be grateful for the days where I'm feeling like okay. So yeah, I'd love to know how you guys are holding up and if you're doing well in the lead up to Christmas, or if you sort of feel those feels as well. But yeah, sending you all the love and happiness, and I will see you next week for another video, and we're going to try and stick to these Wednesday evening uploads now. Bye.